Hey guys, what's going on? So I gotta let you know, thrifting is not dead. Um, there's just like tricks to it, and you gotta get lucky sometimes. But I mean, you gotta have the money. You've gotta be early. You've gotta know how to conduct business, and you can't expect the big Scooby snacks for nothing. You gotta like these guys want money. I went to the flea market and this guy had a box. I opened it, and the first thing I see is this Charizard. Never seen this Charizard before. Ever. Never knew about this plush. He looks gnarly. Wings. This is 1999, I believe. This is from the Gotta Catch 'Em All times. Play by play. 1998. No, 99. Bam. Right there. Gotta Catch 'Em All. That's how you know it's vintage right here. Man, I saw this Charizard and I'm like, dude, how much do you want for this Charizard? He goes, you got to buy the whole box. I said, okay, what's in the box? He goes, take a look. I look in there. I see Charizard. He told me there was all Pokemon in there. Meanwhile, here's Gohan. And I mean, I was like, is this Chinese Gohan? And I'm like, what's going on here? Secret Saiyan? That's not a thing. But apparently, like a Gohan is supposed to be here, like a little Gohan, and then he fit him into that. It's kind of morbid, really weird stuff. He's not in there. I wasn't gonna say anything to the guy. I'm like, whatever. We'll just leave that in the box. Hey, isn't this the hat from like one of the androids? Anyway, this isn't about Dragon Ball right now. The other things I saw in the box were these two binders. I was hyped when I saw that. I said, "Yeah, man, this is Wizards of the Coast." Yep, Wizards. Got all the starters. Why couldn't Venusaur be in the front? That's not cool. Venusaur always getting the third child treatment. So yeah, these two binders, Dragon Ball, Zard, and then there was like a binder. It was in a hockey binder. It's down here actually. That's it. This is everything that I bought over the weekend, man. I mean, there was nothing on this table. I was so proud for having a clean table. Now I'm full again. This bin is full. I'll get into that in my next video. Come on. Tons of stuff. Where was I? Yeah, these cards. Bunch of vintage cards. Nothing crazy in here. But in one of those is the reason why I went ahead and pulled the trigger on the sale. There's X-Men in here. There's Marvel. There's basketball. There's Metabots. There's Digimon. There's Dragon Ball. Actually, in this binder, in that binder, I saw some forms, like some middle school papers from 2004. So this kid was hardcore, man. He was like, he or she was collecting during the time. I'm assuming it's a boy. It was a dude because he's a big Charizard fan. That was in there. There's like a Charmeleon kind of folder that was in there. I don't know what I did with it, but I'm keeping it. That's for sure. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, I want to show you guys the cards that made me pull the trigger on it. Also, after I saw the cards, I was like, I'm convinced, but I'm not a card guy. So I looked in his trailer and he had that little CRT over there. And I said, man, if you throw that in, you got $100. You see Kirby back there? I said, I'll give you your $100. He said, let's do it. I handed him the bill. These are the cards. There's nothing crazy in here, but it is cool seeing like someone's personal collection that I honestly don't think it was touched up until I got to it. I believe his favorite Pokemon was Houndour, which good choice because he's got it all through type, but then Houndour is just by himself up here. Either that or that was his only dark card. This kid was into Gen 2 at minimum. I really like that. Here's the ground types. So you got like the gym leader type Pokemon, some of the fossils, fossil generation. This is the page where I was like, okay, I gotta buy this box. Dark Charizard. It's in pretty good condition. I'm not a Pokemon card guy by any means, really. I mean, I don't know. I collect my OGs, but I know that this guy's all right. And I know that Dark Charmeleon's getting popular too. I mean, that's such a sick card. I just love this page, though. He kept all his starters here, the fire types. This would have been in the front for me. But, man, what I got really excited about yesterday when I got home was I was like, man, this feels a little thick. And I said, oh, there's more cards. I said, it couldn't be. Come on. He's got 2 more Charmeleons, Japanese. So cool. I know they're not worth as much as the English, but still. I think I'll be able to make my money back after this purchase. That's such a nice card of Ivysaur. And I thought that was very unique. For the time to see like Beedrill fading out of Kakuna, it's kind of like, come on. It's a little weird looking card. There was something else exciting in here. It might be in the other binder. Oh yeah, there's our boy. It's from the second release of the OG cards, but still I don't have a hologram Venusaur, so that's cool. Dark Raichu, Magneton. Some of these guys are going in my OG collection. Here's that hologram Clefable. I really like Clefairy. Not so much Clefable, especially when she's looking like that. I think she looks insane there. Like, goodness. Right here, she looks a lot cuter. That Ditto shiny too. Why would Koga have a Ditto? That's kind of strange. Why would Lieutenant Surge have a I guess to evolve into a Jolteon. Blaine with his Kangaskhan. There's another hologram. That's like the cheapest hologram from Gen 1. I think that's like the worst one you can get. I had never seen this card before this binder. Oh, Sabrina's Alakazam. Didn't even know that was in there. That's shiny too. Get through these quick. Oh, yeah. This one's pretty tight. Because back then you didn't see like multiple Pokemon on the same card. So I thought that was neat. We're about to the end of this. Oh, yeah. Gyarados. I've never had the hologram Gyarados. And I'm pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, Hot Diggity Dog. You know I had to double it. And the Vaporeon. People love their Vaporeon. People love Eevee just in general. And they got the light cards in here. This one, I'll go through this one quick. I know there's not anything crazy in here. Or maybe there is. You'll find out. Or you'd know more than I do. I wish that was English. And maybe it's worth something. Try to make my money back. Oh, yeah. I was excited about that because I've never actually had this card. Like, I had watched the movie as a kid, but I wasn't, I didn't get the promo card. I went to the movie. I guess they were done with the promo. Here's some more Pokemon. Jolteon, the hologram Jolteon. A lot of these cards, man, I've always wanted, but I didn't have. Now they're here. But a lot of these cards are going up for sale. I'll try to make my money back. This would have been sick to have in English. That Dragonite, that's one of the best Dragonites. Dragonair. That I have this card, but that's one of my favorite cards. Just love crystals. You know, I don't think there's anything insane in those binders, in those sleeves or whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, the Pokemon are out there. These guys I got today, paid $1 for each one of these. Lugia, Burger King Lugia. This is like a modern generation Geodude. This is Tommy. I forget this. I forget Pyroar, I believe, but it's Tommy. Explains why it looks so good. I swear the Tommy figures are just the best. And seriously, like one of my favorite designed Pokemon ever. Y'all, I'm a big collector. I'm about to wrap this video up. I'm just now coming to terms with the fact that I can make quite a bit of content with just what I do, what I enjoy. So maybe I'll share some more. I'm about to make another video on this crazy deal I got on a store where the guy was like, fill up a bin for 20 bucks. And I just went nuts. Anyway, I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.